Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So in this video, we are going to discuss Geeks for Geeks problem of the day, and today's problem is arithmetic number and it is an easy level problem. So it says that we have been given three integers a, b and c, and we have to tell whether these three numbers belong to an arithmetic sequence such that a is the first number, that is the initial number of the arithmetic sequence, c is the common difference, and b is one of the integers of that particular sequence. So we have to tell whether these three values of a, b and c are together possible or not. So it's a very basic mathematics question. So if you know the formula for an arithmetic progression, then the nth term, the formula is a plus n minus 1 d, right? So this gives us the nth term. Now for this particular question, a is given as it is, the first term, and we have not been given n, so let us just consider some n. D, the common difference, is given as c, and b is the nth term. Let us assume that that particular number b is present in the series, so that is why we have b as the nth term of the series. So we can write it like b minus a divided by c in minus 1 here, right? So this complete thing should be a whole number. It cannot be in fractions or decimals, because n is the denotes the nth term of the series. So this particular thing should be a whole number. The first thing is this, right? So we have to make sure that b minus a divided by c is a whole number. So this is my first condition. Condition 1. So the condition 1 is that b minus a divided by c is whole number, right? So this is my first condition. Now coming on to the second condition for this particular question, that should be, now I have decided that this is a whole number, and the second thing would be that n should be greater than or equal to 1, right? N cannot be 0 or less than 0, because n denotes the nth term, so it should only be like starting from 1, and it can go up to any number. So it should obviously start from 1. So if I move 1 to the other side, so that means b minus a upon c plus 1 should be greater than 0, right? It should be greater than 0, or we can also write it as it should be greater than equal to 1, right? So this is the second condition. So, and the third thing is like, if you see, whenever you see like a number that is in a denominator, we just have to include like an extra case as a safety measure, that that denominator is never 0, right? It's a good habit to like consider this particular case whenever a number is in the denominator. First we have to check from the problem statement, as you can see, that both a, b and c, all the three, can be from minus 10 raised to the power 9 to 10 raised to the power 9. So there is a there is a good chance that c can be 0. So we can just include a condition for our safety when c is equals to 0, right? So in that particular case, our answer will always be true when a is equals to b, and this is the only case when an answer will be true, that these three are present, because the starting term will have to be equal to the nth term, because the common difference is 0. No matter how many times I move further in the series, I will still remain at the same starting term, because the common difference is 0, right? So this condition should be true, that a is equals to b when c is equals to 0. So we will have to handle this particular case separately. Now like condition 2 and this particular condition is like pretty much self-explanatory, but we can discuss how we can check this particular condition 1, that this is a whole number. So like there is a very neat trick to check this particular thing. We just check whether b minus a divided by c multiplied by c is equals to b minus a or not, right? So this should be equal for this particular thing to be a whole number. And why this is true? Because whenever you do b minus a and divided by c, now in a normal computer, in any programming language, what will happen is, it will if it comes down to fractions and you have taken all integers, it will like take the floor value, right? So when you multiply the floor value again with the number c, it will never be equal to the original value. If b minus a divided by c was in decimal, it will never be equal to the original value. However, if b minus a divided by c is itself an whole number, when we multiply it by c again, we get the original value back. So this is a very simple trick to like check whether this whole number is this particular number is an integer or not, or it is a whole number or not, right? So we will be using this particular method to check this condition. So let me show you the code now. So I've taken so this is the input that we have been given a, b, and c. And I just calculate a random variable x which stores b minus a. Now I check whether c is equal to 0. So this is a very important condition that I have explained. If this is the case, then we'll return a is equal to b. So this will return true when both of them are equal. Otherwise, it will return false, right? Automatically. Now I create the condition 1 where I check whether x by c is a whole number. Let me just type it here also. Checking if x by c is a whole number, right? So now the condition 2 is n should be greater than 0, right? So this is the second condition that is being checked, that x by c plus 1 is greater than 0, right? Now at the end, what we can just do is we can just return condition 1 and condition 2. This will return true only if both of the conditions are true, otherwise it will return false. So this would be the solution for today's problem, arithmetic number, and I hope you guys were able to understand the solution. If you did, you can consider subscribing to this channel, and as usual, the code for this problem will be linked in the description. You can check that out also. So till the next video drops, keep coding, stay safe, bye bye.